I probably might sell it. I don't know, but my initial first impression of this camera, I can't say it's like my favorite camera. So I finally got my hands on Fuji X100VI and I'm super excited because I've been waiting for this for quite a while. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so my very first impression when I opened the box was this camera is actually heavier than I expected. So one of the main reasons why I think this is actually heavier than it actually is because of the grip is very small. And if you don't have any grip, you're just pretty much using these three fingers, like these three fingers, to just hold it, and it does get pretty tiring. So eventually I'll have to get a grip, and I'm already looking at the small rig grip, and I think that will make a huge difference in how I carry it, because right now it feels like it's even heavier than my X-H2. I also find that after I take the photo, it takes a bit longer to load the photo afterwards, especially when I'm in burst mode. For some reason, this takes longer than like the X-T4 or the X-T5 even, or my X-H2. Maybe those cameras are more advanced, the processor's a bit better, but yeah. Something else I was kind of disappointing is the battery. I was expecting Fuji to use their newer battery, which they use for like their GFX series as well as like the X-T4 line and all the new cameras pretty much, but I was actually surprised that they still kept with using this old battery, which is like the X-T3 battery and the previous X100V battery. Because I know they wanted to keep the same form factor and same dimensions mainly, but I think with that you're forced to have like a bigger grip. I think that would actually improve more the grip size and it would feel a lot better on my hand. Give me a sec, there's a really cool bird right just here. Oh shit, oh shit. Oh, there are birds everywhere around me. This bird's so ugly. It did take me quite a while to set up the camera to my own liking. It took me longer than it would normally take me with the Fuji X-T4 or my X-H2 or X-H2S. Because I was mainly trying to figure out the flash because I wasn't really able to get it, and I was trying to figure out the custom buttons because that's tends to be one of my first things I'll do, is to make sure I get the custom buttons right, because I personally do have quite a few custom things that I like. Fly, birds. Ah, there you go. So it got really cold outside and I decided just to come back in and just keep talking about it. Anyway, something I've realized that I never did enough research for is the flip screen. So I personally got really annoyed that the flip screen doesn't flip out like this way, so I could use it when it's vertical, because I personally tend to love taking photos vertically, and the flip screen not being able to flip out vertically really bugs me. Like for example, this. Like if I cannot see the picture like this, it really bugs me. Even I tried using the X-T5 the other day, and the flip screen being up here still bugged me a bit, and I think I got so used to shooting it like down here all the time that this not even being able to flip it really bugged me actually. So I guess I'll have to change my style of shooting if I keep using this, which is not something I really want. So if you've been following me for a while and you know my photography style, you know that I love taking panning shots. Like say a cyclist is riding by and you want to make them look like it's going really fast, those kind of shots. I tried doing it with this and I figured, oh, why don't I try electronical shutter? So I realized after turning on the electronical shutter, the digital teleconverter doesn't work. It's stuck at 23 millimeters. That is actually kind of weird for me because I don't really understand why. It just kind of stops working, and I tried other stuff. At least it didn't work for me. Maybe it worked for you. If it does, please let me know. Also, after that quick session of using this camera, the battery is dead. Pretty much dead. And I actually stopped using the camera for a bit in between. I turned it off, and I'm the kind of photographer that maybe turns on and off the camera quite a bit. Maybe that causes it to be worse. Also, there's this new thing now in the menu where there's shutter count, and it goes up by 100. I don't know if I really like that. Now, I guess if you sell your camera, it's good for people who are buying it and you know how old your camera is. For now, I only have 300 shutters counts. That's not that lot. But I heard that if you turn on and off, that actually even affects the shutter count. And like I said, I turn off the camera a lot. Another thing is I can't find the battery age anymore. I tend to like to know how new or old my battery is sometimes, and I can't find that anymore. So I don't know why Fuji's taking that out. I think they should leave it in. And other things that I don't like about this is that, like, you can hear it. For some reason, when I'm like adjusting through the menu, there are things that it turns on and off all the time. It's really weird. I don't know why they have to do that. For other cameras, I've never had that issue with Fuji. Last but not least, I do have a bit of worry about this camera because from the past 2 cameras I got from Fuji, there tend to be some pretty big issues with them, but it was covered under warranty, so hopefully this won't really have any major issues. My X-T4, I actually love it. There was never any issues with it. X-H2S and X-H2, kind of big issues. I have to actually bring my X-H2 back to fix. I don't know, just like lately, these past few years with me and Fuji, it hasn't been that great of a rap sheet. So hopefully this one will turn out better. So after taking this camera out for like 2 hours today, I realized that this camera isn't really suited for my style of street photography. I don't know, maybe it's because I was so focused on trying to make a video on this camera, a good review for you guys, that I didn't have time to be completely immersed in using this camera. Also, maybe it's because it's new, but to me, honestly, the flip screen is something I think I really should have done my research on. That really bugs me because I love taking photos that are really close to the ground, and not being able to flip out really annoys the hell out of me. And it's so funny because I was trying to make just a typical review, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna make a review just talking about negative things first. And then the more I started doing the review, the more I realized I'm gonna just do a video about just the negatives about this and how I actually am not a huge fan of this camera. Not yet. But I think I'm gonna give this another chance where I'm actually not gonna be bothered about trying to make a review for this camera. And I'll see. If it is still bad, then I probably might sell it. I don't know. But my initial first impression of this camera, I can't say it's like my favorite camera. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you guys got some feedback or what your thoughts are on this Fuji X100VI. I'm sure a lot of you guys love it. I still love the look of it. I think it's really nice. One of the nicest cameras I've ever seen. It's actually kind of big. It's bigger than I thought it'd be. But yeah. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. Thanks, and I'll see you guys next time.